And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment 3v3 Reforged replay. Before we get started, just like to let you know I have a PayPal option, Patreon, subscribe, start, and donation link in the description below if you'd like to support my work. But if you can't, please remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel quite a lot. And today's replay comes from Lordmaster Eothad, who's commanding the realm of Gondor. And so we'll start with his army first. And we have some marksmen of King Andros on the front lines. Make that 2 units, and some veterans of Osgiliath armoured up all the way. His second rank contains Gondor Infantry, Fountain Guard, maybe 3 units of Gondor Infantry, and I think another unit of Fountain Guard just here in the lines. That's all I can see here, Infantry and Fountain Guard. Infantry is armoured up all the way. We have some Citadel Guard. We have some Ithilien Rangers here. We have Pinithgalen Cavalry, Gondor Cavalry armoured up. Some Pelarga Marines, Mithrandir's Retune, some more Gondor Cavalry, and we have some Citadel Guard over here as well. Alrighty, his ally is Dwarves of Erebor, commanded by Coda. He's got some Blacklock Engineers, some Ironfoot Crossbows are here. So Ironfoot Crossbows, Ironfoot Pikes, Ironfoot Warriors mixed together. I think, yeah, 3 units of Pikes, 3 units of Warriors, some Highborns of Erebor, Ironfoot Spears, 3 units, some Ironfoot Halberds, 2 units, and some Hammer Guard. Alright. Next and final ally is Numenor, commanded by Death Eater. He's got some Pharazim nobles here, some Seafarers and Nindamos, some Romena Nodukadar, some Romena Barabim, 2 units, some more Romena Abarim, 2 units I think, some Pharazim Swordmasters, another unit of Seafarers and Nindamos, over here another unit of Seafarers, and I think I might have called these ones already. So that's it over here. Oh, we've got some more units back here somewhere, but they're hidden, so I have to come back to them. Alright, moving on to the first of their 3 opponents. The first one is Dale, commanded by the Steward of Dale. A very fitting match. They have some Dalian Cavalry here, some Dalian Spearmen, 2 units, some Laketown Infantry mixed in with some Laketown Pikemen. Looks to be 3 units of each. Some Dalian Spearmen, I think 2 units at the end there. I think. Maybe just the one on each side, sorry. We also have some Bardian Marksmen. They appear to be armoured up. Some Dalian Bowmen, not armoured. And some Bardian Marksmen, who appear armoured as well. Behind them, 2 units of Swordmasters of Asgaroth. Some Blackshot Dragon Slayers, generals in that unit. And some Earls of Dale, just the 1 unit. Alrighty, next ally, Harad, commanded by Thick D. He's got the Black Serpents here, generals in that unit. We have some Saffron Archers, just the 1 unit. Some Haradian Spearmen, 2 units out front. The way that he just put them there, it seems to be some sort of buffer to protect his main army. We have some Saffron Warband and some Saffron Pikemen. I think 2 units of each. We have some Dismounted Serpent Guard. These guys do appear to be armoured up, 2 units. Some Mulhad Warriors. Some Mulhad Beast Hunters, that's a Javelin unit. Some Champions of Nafrat, Trollmen of Harad. More Mulhad Beast Hunters. We have some Serpent Guard, 2 units of them there. And some Demons of the Desert. And that brings us to the final opponent, the final ally. Isengard, commanded by Kentuka the Easterling. He's got some Champions of the White Hand, some Warg Riders, some Uruk-hai Crossbows. We have some Dunedin Clansmen next, 2 units, some more Warg Riders, Uruk-hai Pikemen, mixed in with Uruk-hai Infantry, possibly 3 units of each, maybe 4 units of Uruk-hai Infantry, or maybe even 4 units of each. It's just such a long line of infantry and pikemen mixed in there, it's hard to tell. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, possibly 5. We have some Nazgûl High here, and some more Uruk-hai Crossbows, and that is it. So, let's get this battle started. Enjoy. Now we'll head back over here, because I saw the Bardian Marksman starting to fire before. firing on Numenor. And we've got Death Eater going in. Looks like he's the first of his allies to actually go in. Now this isn't actually very good from Death Eater here. He's positioned his infantry line too close to his archers. And as such, his archers are getting a lot of secondary hits. And now he's targeting the main battle line of Numenor. And this is probably the smart move. As you can see, we've got lots of troops dropping. Now, Death Eater moved up his infantry line close to his archers for protection, obviously. But the downside is they're also in range of the Daelian archers. And we've got one unit of seafarers down there that's just being... I don't know, I'm trying to think of the word. It's just like peppered. Being peppered by this Unibadi marksman over here. See, as you can see, they're mostly ignoring the Romana Barabrim, going after the units of the Pharazim Swordmasters and the Romana Abarim. Death Eater's troops are way too close. It looks like Death Eater's trying to return the favour, but he doesn't have the firepower that Steward of Dale has. As you can see, their units aren't dropping nearly as fast as Numenor's are dropping. They're going after the other unit of seafarers as well. We've got Lawmaster coming to actually support his ally there, and looks like I think he's going in. He spotted an opportunity to attack. And Eothad's just been caught out totally here. Now, Gondor has cavalry, so I'm wondering where it is. There it is, finally. Alright, they're being chased off. Alright, so 2% here. Death Eater is just being peppered to hell right now. His archers aren't even firing. And they're being ignored. Death Eater is really focusing on the centre because the Pharazim Swordmasters are here as well as the Seafarers and Indamos. And as you can see, he's getting hits on all three ranks here. Death Eater could be searching for a better target, but he's got to be mindful of that cavalry. He's a little bit too far out in front. Alright, let's check out what's going on here. It looks like all the players are converging on the one location. We've got Erebor moving over. Gondor shifted his forces over as well. And we've got Isengard circling in the back there. Both Isengard and Harad are moving over, closer to Dale. And now Lawmaster Eothad is trying to get some hits on Harad. They're getting some secondary hits there, but nothing major. I just don't know what the Romana Barabrim are waiting for. Stewart's withdrawing his archers. They still have ammunition. Oh no. The Bardian Marksman's out of ammo. The Daelian Bowmen are out of ammo, that's why he withdrew them. Actually, I'm not sure why he withdrew them then, if they're out of ammunition. Sure, they'd make a good defensive line. Or a good skirmish force to charge in first. got one unit of marksmen at Candor's firing in, but this is the unit that's most furthest away. Surely the one of the units here, these marksmen or the veterans will have a better angle on the Southron archers than the ones that are furthest away. Now the veterans should be able to stand up to this for a long time as they are armoured up all the way. Coda's got to be mindful, got to protect those dwarven crossbows from the wargs. We've got cavalry nearby, but seems like Eothad's trying to figure out where the best place is to put them. I was afraid of this. There's some Pharaohs and nobles here. That was a great charge there from Dalian Cavalry of all people. We've got 2 units of men at Carabrim, which were hidden before. Oh, we've got the Blackshot Dragon Slayers firing on the Barabrim. That's probably what Death Eater wants. He's sustained heavy damage already. I'm not liking Death Eater's chances here. Here's a Carabrim, so they're a Lancer unit first and foremost. They're not like the Pharaohs and Nobles, who could go toe to toe and win against the Earls of Dale. Eothad setting out some cavalry as support. So Death Eater trying to get some revenge. And what's good about this is, for Death Eater at least, he can do cavalry charges really close to the Dalian lines and not really worried too much about archer fire. The only archer unit that Stewie has left available to him is the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. His other archer units appear to be all out of ammunition. And he's been caught sleeping here. That was a good charge there from Death Eater. With the Hammer Guard coming in. This isn't going to be too good for the Dalian Spearmen. There might be a spear unit, but they're a light spear unit. We've got Pinnithgal Cavalry coming in. The Hammer Guard and the Nobles are needed to take on the Black Serpents for sure. So we've got a bit of a cav fight here for the flank. And it looks like Death is trying to circle Stewie and catch him on his right flank. We've got a unit of Nedokadar and Seafarers and Indamos. He's also moved with his Barabrim. What is that? You guys see that? This is brave of Thick D. And so they're really outmatched here. That was a good charge. We had the Blackshot Dragon Slayers firing in, taking them out. Now, taking out the Swordmasters is a great target. We've got some Selden River Patrol firing on them. Wow, a lot of them went down there. Dale's turn, baby. We've got a big fight here in Stewie's rear ranks. Looks like those War Riders are circling. We've got the Gondor Cavalry shadowing them. Here comes the Hammer Guard to support them, and some Romantic Haribrim. Death Eater's going in. And he's filling up his ranks. We've got some Southern River Patrol shooting in. The Notokadar's going down big time. The unit's been practically almost wiped out. And I don't know, Seafarers look like they've used up their ammunition there. Okay, the Pinnacle Cavalry just took out the general. The cavalry should probably move on the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. They don't want to give them a lot of time to fire. And they're exposed. The cavalry should be taking these guys down. This is providing Stuart some valuable time. Oh, it looks like they used up all their ammunition, so damage is done. And Harald's moving in. Eothad's trying to move his archers to safety, charging his infantry. Crossbows are trying to provide support. They gotta shift targets. Oh, that's not good. We've got Blackhawk Engineers from Coda shooting, lobbing their bolts. A lot of them missing. That's wasting some valuable ammunition there. He's got to stop them. This guy's still making his way over here. That's not good. Veterans of Skilioth, Marksman of Andros, Italian Rangers firing in. The champions enough for that. Alright, we'll probably slow it down a little bit. Blackhawk Engineers lobbing their shots. The champions enough for that. We've got the Beast Tamers. Beast Hunters, sorry, throwing the javelins in. But Citadel Guard trying to outflank this Serpent Guard. I'm not sure where the Demons of the Desert are. Who's that? There they are. They're over here. Nice work. And Demons of the Desert taking out Coda's right flank. And Isengard has arrived. Where are the Blackhawk Engineers now firing? Alright. That's pretty good. It's a decent target. They're out of ammunition now. That's not that great. All right, 29 to 46 now. Okay, we've got utility rangers, veterans of Gileath, marksmen of Andros, all firing on that position. All right, there goes Death Eater's general. Death Eater sent over some forces. It looks like Dale's been defeated. And despite the peppering that Numenor suffered pretty much for half this battle, in fact, his army seems to have survived it pretty well. Mind you, Death Eater's victory comes at the Death Eater's victory is due, in fact, a lot because of his allies and their cavalry, providing all that. And Death Eater's victory here is largely due to the support of his allies, as well as himself, but the cavalry that his allies loaned him to fight Citadel in his back lines there, and just to roll him up as he did from left to right. That played a big part in his win. Now Numenor had a lot of cavalry, but it was definitely the cavalry of Erebor and Gondor that helped tip things in their favour. Got some snugger skirmishes here. Got a big blob here. It's being peppered by crossbows and archers alike. Those crossbows come from the Uruk-hai. We've got the utility rangers moving over here. The snugger skirmishes are certainly doing a lot of damage here to the dwarves, but they're still holding up to it for now. As a big charge there from the Hammerguard really sucker punched the Uruk-hai there. A lot of the Numerian troops have survived. And they're folding up Isengard now as well. So it looks like Gondor and Erebor really held the line here, and now Death Eater's arriving with his army, just tipping the scale into their favour and just really helping them fold up Isengard that much faster. Pelican Marines throwing the jabbies in. So I actually wrote Death Eater off a little bit there at the start. Because he was being peppered and focused down, I just thought that he didn't really stand much of a chance. But his troops weathered the storm, and the cavalry certainly tipped things back in his favour. I mean, he did almost the same damage to Dale with his cavalry as Dale did to him with his archers. The difference is Death Eater received more support from his allies than did Steward of Dale at the time. I think he did send over his cavalry, but Isengard I didn't see send over their wargs and champions of the White Hand, which were definitely needed. As Steward of Dale was outnumbered significantly, even with Thick D there, by the cavalry of Numenor, Death Eater, and the Hammerguard of Erebor, which is a tough cavalry unit in itself and very effective in melee. So I think one of the key mistakes for the Kentucky alliance is the fact that Kentucky didn't send over his cav to help out Steward when it became clear that's what Gondor and Erebor were doing to help Death Eater out. Alright guys, it appears that a lot of the wargs were here, and they took out a few of the Ithilien rangers, it would seem. And the Mithrandir's Red Tune here, looks like a lot of them here died as well. But the Hammer Guard still alive, General's in that unit actually. We've got 10 Chimmers of the White Hand still alive. There's a Hammer Guard. I think D's General is still alive, trying to harass Eothad. The Asgard forces are surrounded. Asgard on their last legs. $68 to 91. I think we'll times 6 beat it. There goes the Isengard General. And there goes Haraj's General. Taken out by the crossbows. So well done to Lordmaster Eothad and Coda for working together and turning that battle around, because Stuart Dale was doing a great job pressuring Death Eater as well as he did. And things started going wrong for him when Death Eater just went nuts on him with his cavalry, and then Eothad showed up with his cavalry, Coda showed up with his cavalry, and there was really nothing Stuart could really do to hold him back at that point. He was trying to use his Blackshot Dragon Slayers, but even they weren't enough, unfortunately, for him. So he was just overwhelmed. That being said, I think Kentuko was a little bit late arriving to the party, but other than that he played well, 1301 kills. Thick D 1400, Stuart Adele 782. Lordmaster Eothad got 1858, Death Eater 1737, and Coda 1776. Looking at the kill count, Gondor Cavalry got range 57 to 111. Ithilien Rangers 431, very nice. Citadel Guard ranged from 52 to 113. Gondor Infantry ranged from 76 to 203. Pelican Marines 116, Veterans of Osgiliath 105. And the rest did average to good, I'd say. So, thank you to Lordmaster Eothad for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.